was a little late. It was a pitchers meeting. My catcher guys know what I'm talking about. Happened to go over the pitchers.
Yeah, okay. So, no, I want to know what was said. Can you break it down for us? Give us exactly what was said in this meeting.
Word for word.
Yes.
All right, here it is. I got it for you. No, y'all know how it is, man. Bunch of, trying to get to know the pitchers. Right before we break, I jumped in right on y'all, talking about how Skipper comes up to guys and stuff. So everybody, we're at that time of the year where, like you said, the Pierzynskis, they're not looking over their shoulders, so
Yeah.
they're good.
You better, hey, as Joey Votto said, you better Google me and look how many times I got sent down. Trust me, it happened. So
You
Great
didn't get
career,
sent
though.
down
Great
more
career.
times than I did in one season. Hosey knows. Hosey knows. He got sent down and called up. And
Oh yeah. Sent down,
So-
called up, done it all, man.
Jose, what? So you did have a pitchers meeting. I know the Yankees are obviously the Yankees, but you have all your starters. A bunch of your starters are hurt. Severino's down, Rodon's down. Cole's kind of the last man standing. Was that meeting about like, hey, these are the guys. This is the order we're going to go in. These are the guys that are there, and get to know them quick.
No. I mean, we do a really good job here of open communication, man, where we're constantly talking about the pitchers. Any guy, whether he's on the roster, he did something good, we have kind of like an open communication of like, hey, like, be ready because this guy might be up at some point, or like this guy can really help us sooner or later in the year. And that's kind of what the meeting was about. I mean, we went over a couple guys, Clarke Schmidt. We went over Michael King, just like refreshers, man. Just going into the season, making sure that we're all buttoned up.
who's the fifth guy? Who's going to be the guy that you're going to really have to tutelage? Or now that you're a platinum glove, do you give the fifth guy over to Higgy? And you're just like, well, I want to get Cole, and if Severino's pitching well, I want to know how much you've changed.
No, man. I want to play as much as I can. I don't care. I want to be out there. But as for the fifth starter, I've got no idea, man. I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna address it here pretty soon, whether it's in the next day or so. But I have no clue.
Wait, who are the four? Cole, Herman, right?
Uh-huh.
Schmidt.
Yeah,
Cole.
Schmidts, day 2.
Cole, Schmidt,
Cole,
Herman,
Nestor, Schmidt.
Nestor.
and Nestor.
Yeah,
Nestor's
that's
in
4.
there.
And I think it's Michael King. I think we just broke some more news, Yankee fans, because Jose just said
No.
we had to talk about Michael King. There we go. We broke
that's
first that
a-
Volpe made the team, and now we're bragging first that Michael King is the fifth starter. Thank you very much.
That'd be great. That'd be great for King if he was a starter. But he's more valuable out of that bullpen for sure.
He's a bullpen guy, and you're catching Clarke Schmidt in today's game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Clarke. I got Clarke here in a little bit. Just that's the main reason why. Just kind of going over it, making sure we're buttoned up. Before this game and before the actual lights come on and we're ready to roll.
How is Piece of Schmidt looking? Is he fully healthy? Is he ready to go?
I love that. I hold up. Before you find out anything about Schmidt doing the nickname.
I've had that. We were at the alt site, and I would call him Piece of Schmidt all the time. And I couldn't tell if he liked it or not because he was kind of reserved and like. So
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm actually gonna take a mound visit. I'm gonna take a mound visit in the second or third inning, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, you piece of Schmidt," and I'm gonna stop at that. I'm gonna see what he says, and then I'll come back, and then I'll let you know what he says the next time I'm on.
Hey, can we
great.
get you mic'd up for that mound visit, please? I want to hear this on the Yes Network.
Let's see what we can do. I can definitely pull some strings for that one.
Oh
But
my
no,
gosh.
he looks great, man. He looks great. The stuff looks good, man. He's got a great arm. He's got good stuff. So, just with him, working with him throughout the spring and watching how he's growing, man. And then from last year to this year, it's impressive.
One more on Schmidt, and then we'll get to Volpe. He added a cutter. Is he like the breakout candidate in the rotation or even on the team for the Yanks?
He's got some good stuff. The cutter's really good. The cutter plays up really good to both righties and lefties. Man, and it's just been a good pitch for his arsenal, I think.
does it take anything away from his sinker, or is it?
No, so that's a great. Who was that? Pierzynski or
No, I
was
don't have
that
those
Kratz?
smart questions like Kratz does.
Oh, so I've always thought like a guy that throws a cutter takes away from his sinker. So, but no, it hasn't, man. It's actually been really, really good for him. You look at the way he kind of throws when he's throwing his four seam. He was kind of cutting his four seam anyway, so they just added that pitch for him.
Okay, so let's get to the call-up that we all know about. Anthony Volpe made the team. Yes, breaking news, if everyone's been snoozing on social media.
Yeah.
So what did you think? I want to start this way. What did you think of the performance by your manager, Aaron Boone, trying to deke him a little bit, but some people on social were like,
yeah.
and then he didn't go really hard on like the emotional, like, you made it, dude. He kind of kept himself level. Your thoughts on his performance?
I think Booney did all right. Booney's actually all right in those situations. When he told me the All-Star game, he kind of was. I thought I was in trouble, so he got me on that. But for the most part, I thought he did. I thought he did all right, man. I thought he did okay. But as for Volpe, man, it's such a good player. He came into spring training ready to go from day one. Day one, he hit the ground running and was ready to go. So super pumped for him. Super excited to see what he's going to do in New York. I think the fans are going to love him. They're going to love the way he plays the game, man. He plays the game really hard.
Well, the fans have been clamoring for him for a while now, so they're going to get their wish. Let's hope he can live up to the hype. As you know, New York is a tough spot to, heck, they booed Aaron Judge last year in the playoffs. That's a tough place to play. What has Judge changed at all since he's become captain? He's the same guy. Is he still treating everybody the same?
Man,
he's got all these millions. He's buying you dinner now. Did he buy anything good?
No, he's the same, man. He's the same guy from the day that I met him. He's been the same. He's been great, not only to me but to my son. Like, he's been great to my little boy. But he's the captain, man. He carries himself. He's a leader by example, which is what you want basically out of your leader. Everybody has their takes on what they want from their leader, but for me, it's like lead by example, do your work, and get ready to go.
AJ, he's already buying stuff. He bought me this Apple Watch, so you don't have to worry about him buying stuff now that he's got a couple extra $100 million. You don't got to worry about that with Judgy. You mentioned your son. So tell me about career day at and how that all came about.
Yeah. So the teachers had asked my wife, and they were like, "Hey, like, do you mind if Jose comes and talks to the kids for career day?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'd love to come. Like that. I think that'll be great." So I ended up going. I ended up asking my son, like, "Hey, what do you want me to wear? Like, do you want me to go in my uniform? Do you want me to be, what do you want me to wear?" And he's like, "Yeah, uniform." And then he was like, "Yeah, like catcher's gear." And I was like, "Oh, all right. Like, you want me in the catcher's gear?" And I was like, "Do you want me to wear spikes?" And he's like, "Yeah, I want you in spikes." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "How about eye black? You want me to wear eye black?" And he was like, "Yeah, I want eye black." And at home, like, I'd burn the cork, and I'd put the eye black on him, and he'd go outside and play or do whatever. So I was like, "Oh, you want me to burn the cork?" And he's like, "Yeah, I need it." It's like, "All right, cool." So I show up, and I show up late. Like, I show up late, like 15 minutes late to this thing. I'm like, dang, like, getting dressed. I'm like trying to get in the car, just finished my workout. I'm hot and sweating. So I get there, and I'm spiked up. Like, I'm ready to roll. Like, if there was a game right then and there, it's on. It's happening. I'm ready. So I walk in, and my son's friend's dad is sitting right next to me. He's a firefighter. And he turns over to me. He goes, "Dude, really?" And I'm like, "Sorry, man. My son asked." He started laughing, and it was a good day. It was fun. My son definitely enjoyed it. And the kids there had a good time. But I did get asked if I was an astronaut. I did get asked that.
An astronaut. Did you have your cup on?
Yeah. I didn't have my cup on.
See, it wasn't full. You didn't go full gear.
I didn't have my cup on. Yeah. No, I didn't have my cup on. My jock strap was still tucked away in the box. I wasn't blocking yet by then.
That's fair. No blocking in the off season. It's kind of like AJ during the season. No blocking. But anyway, let's go to the pitch clock, okay? Because you have, and we're gonna run the commercial. You and Nether Cortez's commercial. I want to, maybe we'll be able to run the commercial, and then I want you to talk about it, but then really actually talk about, how this is going to change what's happening for you here with the pitch clock. Let's run the commercial. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but our viewers will.
It's going to make the game quick.
Uh-huh.
It affects you too.
I'm a catcher.
I just throw the ball back. If I have to be faster, so do you. Dude.
Yeah, we did a lot of takes because we were trying so hard not to laugh at each other because we would stare at each other. So we'd be like, dude, like stop, like look away and let's get back to this. Like look away and then we'll get back to it. But the guy was like, yeah, you'll have to stare at each other and look at each other, keep eye contact. And I would try not to laugh and he would try not to laugh. So we did multiple takes on it. But there was a better one that we recorded was I was like full catcher gear running on the treadmill. I thought would have been better, but you know, I'm just a baseball player. I'm not a producer. So,
All right, how many miles did you get in?
Dude, I ran a ton. Hey, there was somebody there. For real, I'm being dead serious. I ran a ton. There was somebody like wiping me down, giving me water, like making sure I was dry, making sure I was hydrated. I ran a lot.
Wait, so there's
like way too much.
I love that. Wait, so there's a director's cut. There's something else in there that it might be better
I'm assuming
than the commercial up.
100%, 100%. Because there was like
had
a
a better
full
commercial.
like they sent in like a full.
Oh, did we?
Wait, no, we got you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. They sent like a full like on like production team. Like there was like a gym in Tampa that we went to. It was like they decorated with Yankee stuff. Like there's like a huge thing, but I think it was too long maybe. So they just went with like the easier one, I guess. But
wait, who has
there
a
was
better
another
commercial?
one that was better.
Jose, who has a better commercial? You or Vogelbach talking about stealing bases? Because
that commercial
is fire.
That commercial is really good. I really hope he gets a bag this season.
What if it's on you?
I hope.
What if it's on you then?
Hey, I'll have him sign that base and give it to me. I'll take it.
You got to have a big house for that huge base too.
Yeah, that's true. The pizza box.
Yeah. No, I want to talk about the pitch clock because I'm voting, and I think you can have this. I think we're gonna check our BetMGM props on this to see if you can be the first catcher to go down with a fake injury like in football. If Cole is in the 8th inning and needing a breather, and you're reading it, and you're like, my guy needs a breather. I'm going down with a cramp. And then you come running out. How are you guys going to deal with the whole pitch clock stuff?
Man, I think we're ahead of it. I think we're pretty good at it. I think we've been pretty good at it since the start of spring. Just kind of jumping ahead of it, getting, all the rules figured out and having to ask questions like, hey, can we do this? Hey, what about this? What do you think about this? And I think everybody's kind of, adjusted to it and has welcomed it, man, because like the games are rolling now, like maybe sometimes a little too fast, but they're rolling. They're definitely going. And I mean, as baseball players, y'all know the less time to think, the better in this game.
So Jose, speaking of speeding up the game, the All-Star game, everybody loved when Nestor was mic'd up and was like, hey, I'm going to throw this pitch and I'm going to throw this. Maybe we should get to that where the pitcher is just telling you in your earpiece, hey, Breaker, I'm going to throw a cutter in I'm going to throw a cutter in here, Jose. Just set up in and knock it down. And then the next pitch is going to be a changeup, and then he can explain to your ear, and you're like, no, don't do that. But he's like, well, I really feel like the cutter in set up the changeup away. You're like, no, that's a bad idea. Abort.
No, yeah, you know how it is. You know how it is with those pitchers, man. You know how it is with those pitchers. But I feel like we can. I feel like maybe there's I think maybe there's an opportunity during the season for sure for them to mic up a pitcher and a catcher. But I mean, we all know the information that goes through the dugout. A lot of it rolls through us, so we hear everything, and that's, some of that information is sacred. You hold that information close.
All right, so I want to get back to Judge for one more question here on the free agent period, because once the season starts, it doesn't really matter. We know he's there. I just wanted to know, because we haven't talked to you since. Were you freaking out at any point during the offseason that, maybe he wouldn't come back or anything like that? Or you were just like, I kind of know he's coming back. No. It's all good.
I like it.
Yeah, no, I think, to be honest, I was really confident he was coming back. Like, I feel like watching him in New York, man, like it's special. It's a special thing. And for him to be on that stage to perform the way he did, it's special, and I know how much that means to him, and I know how much that means to the fans and to the organization. So, you can ask anybody that was around me. They would be like, "Hey, what's Judge going to do?" And I'm like, "It's fine, man. He's going to be a Yankee. He's going to be a Yankee."
I like it. And then last one for me is on Volpe. Can you give us a little more insight on his personality? We were heavily debating if he's getting like the Jeter makeup comps. Is he going to be a boring post-game interview, or does this guy have some pizzazz to him?
No, man, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He's got it all. He's got energy. He's smart. He knows how to play the game, and he wants to play every day. He loves to play. He loves to learn. I think he's gonna be fine. He's gonna do great.
Where are you guys gonna finish this year?
What do you mean? We're gonna be holding the trophy.
That's it.
Hey,
We're gonna be holding the trophy.
okay. Well, just FYI, we had Susan Wellman on, and she said the Astros.
Yeah, I heard
are gonna
about
that trophy. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
I heard about that. I heard about that. I'll talk to Susan. I'll talk to Susan about that.
She likes hugs, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. She likes
She didn't
hugs.
like funny noises though.
He doesn't know your inside jokes.
sorry.
What you're talking about.
said
She
Kratz-
was
Not yet,
calling
not
out
yet.
AJ.
She said Kratz was one of the best huggers, and Todd Frazier, and then she said that I one time made funny noises at her, so she didn't like me.
In the clubhouse.
In the clubhouse.
He was like when she was doing her interview. You got to give more context, or people are like, "What are you talking about?"
Okay,
Like,
sorry.
You know what?
sorry.
You know what? When I see Susan again, I'm just gonna start making funny noises,
Yeah, there you go.
and then she's gonna ask me, "Why are you making noises?"
So before we let you go, you're playing today at the 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock, right? You guys are still at
1 o'clock.
Steinbrenner in Tampa, right?
Yeah.
Where are you hitting?
Where am I hitting
Yeah.
in the lineup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go out there and hit.
You don't know what you're hitting. Third, fourth, seventh, eighth, ninth.
No, I don't know. Probably eighth. I think eighth.
Go up to Boone and say, Booney, AJ said I'm hitting fourth today. And then you're gonna go deep and then see what he says.
You want me to record it?
Yes, please. Yes.
Record it.
Record it and send it
I'd
to
be
me.
like, hey, Booney, I don't think the 8 hole is going to be good enough. I think I need to be hitting 4 today. AJ told me that I'm hitting 4th, so I need that.
Yeah, like Stanton's probably hitting fourth. Be like, gee, you're hitting eighth today. You're second cleanup. I'm the real cleanup hitter today.
Hey, I like the second cleanup, man. I love it down there.
Yeah, exactly.
Second cleanup, especially at this point in spring training. You guys have been there for a minute. It's about time to get out of there, huh?
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited to get this thing rolling. Excited to be back in New York. Hopefully the weather kind of, warms up a little bit, but we'll see.
Hey, this was awesome. We're excited to have you throughout the season. Obviously, our catcher hosts we're very excited to hear that they're going to have a lot of Jose Trevino.
Yeah.
So have fun. We'll talk to you a couple weeks into the season too, all right?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I can't wait. This catcher stuff is going to be good.
Yeah, I can't wait to dig in once the season starts.
We're going to dive in.
Yeah.
I like it. Have a good game today, Jose. We'll talk to you soon,
guys.
bub.